Hello, and thank you for popping into my channel here. I don't usually do talking videos, but I figured I'd do a video on some gear here real quick. I had just recently picked up the Boss GX-10, and I'm surprised nobody's really done a video on this because this was like the first thing I was trying to do when I picked it up, which is being able to have a line go directly to the PA system and also a line that can go into your amplifier. And as if you're an audio guy or whatever, you know that you can't really play simulated amp tones through an amplifier. Otherwise, it sounds like mush. It sounds like garbage. So I was having this big gripe when I first picked it up because I couldn't figure out. Because when I play live, I like to have an amplifier still, and I also want to be able to plug my line into a board, um, whether that be for live rehearsal or live playing or rehearsal. It's a great way to record a rehearsal so you don't have to rely on a microphone for your amplifier. Anyways, let's just get to the nitty gritty of it. Yeah, so this is what I had to do to be able to get this thing to work with both an amplifier and a PA system at the same time. Alright, so I have here a fresh slate that I cleared out of a preset, just so I could show you in the most simplest basic form here. You can add all the effects and distortions or whatever you want later, but what you want to focus on is this square right here that says div mix, right? So you're going to put that, let's just put it like right there, alright? And we're going to go slide this over to where it's the little red hexagon where the amplifier stems are. You're going to put one here, and you'll put one right there. Now you see how when you put one at the bottom there, it automatically turns it off. When you hit that, it switches between the two. You don't want that. You want it to be set to dual. See, yeah, that's all you need for that. So you can, change your amp type, whatever you want. Let's just keep it the same just for this video's sake. And what you want to do is, I like to have this side. What you're doing basically is you're splitting the signal so that you can have two amps going at the same time, right? Also go to mix. You're going to switch this here where it says mode from stereo to pan left and right. And see, I believe that's what you want it to be at, is 100 to 100. I'll have to look at that again here in a second. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to have one setup for your amp signal and the other setup for your DI signal. And when you want an amp signal, you do not want the speaker, so you're going to turn that off. Alright, and so that one should have the speaker on, right? So there you go. And that should be all that you need to do. And I went to one of my other presets here just to kind of compare and contrast to make sure I have it all set up the right way. And yep, so basically you want your mode to be dual, one amp to be have no speaker simulation, one to be speaker simulated, pan left and right. Oh, there's something on my fingernail. Pan left and right. AB balance 100 to 100, and what that will do is that will split your signal two different directions so that one can have amplifier and one can also have speaker simulation, so that you don't need to have a microphone in front of your speaker cab when you're playing live, or when you're doing rehearsals and live recordings and all that fun stuff. Also, you want to note that if you don't have something plugged into, like if you're doing direct only, you want something to be plugged into the non-simulated side, because if you don't do this, what it's going to do is it's going to take both signals and shove it through one. And so then you're going to have cab simulation and no cab simulation. So it's going to have both sounds going out the one there. So make sure you have like a dummy plug to put in there to kind of trigger it to split. Hope this helps. Super easy, super quick. Yeah.